Is he polyamorous, just a player, or something else entirely? Nick Cannon has quite the storied romantic history, so here's what all his exes have to say about him. According to a 2016 article in the New York Post, when Meagan Good was younger, she had sexual relationships with Nick Cannon, as well as Jamie Foxx and Lil Wayne. Although she denied all of it, as she put it during an interview on The Breakfast Club, "Why would someone print something in a story that I never said and are not true and state it like it's a fact?" However, Good did admit that she did have one date with Cannon that she'll never forget. When she appeared on his talk show in December 2021, he called it his first real date ever and declared it a fantastic evening, though it got off to a rocky start. Good had been nominated for an NAACP award for the 1997 movie Eve's Bayou, and she invited him as her date. Dressed in a tux, he set out to pick her up in his mom's old jalopy, but then he had a flat tire in the rain and needed a tow truck to get there. Afterwards, there weren't any more dates. As Cannon recalled, "Meagan was the first person to ever friend-zone me, but it was so dope though, because we actually became best friends." Nick Cannon met Christina Milian on the set of the 2003 rom-com Love Don't Cost a Thing. As he recalled to International Business Times in 2018, "I couldn't have asked for a cooler time. It was like my college years. It was kind of cool."
It was a dream, honestly.
But after dating for a few years, Milian was displeased to learn that Cannon was fooling around with other women. As she explained to E! News, "It was unreal that it was happening. He was living at my house. Wait, under my roof, this is happening? It just kind of blew me away." Cannon, meanwhile, didn't understand what all the fuss was about. As he put it during an appearance on Power 106, "I don't think I did anything wrong. I wasn't cheating. You gotta be in a relationship to cheat." Cannon has since apologized to Milian. In 2012, she called into his radio show and said, "Regardless of my big mouth back in the day, honestly, I've got all great things to say about Nick."
Think you know.
No. I know.
In 2007, Nick Cannon proposed to supermodel Selita Ebanks on the Jumbotron in Times Square, popping the question with a 15-carat diamond ring. As he gushed to People magazine, "She changed me. I'm no longer a player. She changed everything." But just 5 months later, Ebanks called off the engagement. During an appearance on The Breakfast Club in 2013, she explained, "It taught me a lot, especially with the media, because, y'all was brutal. I mean, I was called everything under the sun just for getting engaged. But I was very young, and it was a lesson that I needed to help me develop very thick skin." And in a 2011 interview with HDNet's Naughty But Nice Rob, Ebanks suggested that the engagement was a sham. As she put it, "I mean, I technically wore a ring, but I don't think I was really engaged. I want a prince. I want Prince Harry. Do you think the Queen would accept me?" Ebanks also alleged that her former fiancé's quote, "equipment" didn't quite measure up to her standards. Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey married in 2008, and they went on to have a twin son and daughter, Moroccan and Monroe, but they split up in 2014, finalizing their divorce in 2016, and now they continue to amicably co-parent. In her 2020 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, the pop superstar explained that the pressures of work and raising a family led to the end of their marriage. As she put it, "Honestly, I think Nick and I could have worked it out between the two of us, but egos and emotions got inflamed, which can translate into many billable lawyer hours, and ultimately it did. We will always be family, and we make it work." Then in 2016, Carey joked with her ex-husband about his growing family before the birth of his first child with Brittany Bell. As Cannon relayed to Power 106, she was like, I heard about you out here in these streets." The following year, Carey spoke to Entertainment Tonight about their family traditions, noting that she and the kids plan surprises for Cannon on Father's Day and that he always makes her feel special on Mother's Day. As she put it, "He's a good guy. It's not that hard to make it work. Now we can laugh and joke and do the good parts of when we had a relationship."
Always be my babe.
In June 2021, Nick Cannon and Alyssa Scott welcomed into the world Zen, his 7th child, though their dating history is unclear. Sadly, Zen died from a brain tumor when he was only 5 months old. Cannon shared his treasured last moments with his son on the December 7th episode of his talk show.
Not only did we get to see the sunrise, but we got to see the sunset too.
After photos of Nick Cannon and Bre Tiesi at Tiesi's baby shower surfaced, he made it official that they were expecting a child on an episode of his show on January 31st, 2022. At the time, he noted that he didn't mention it sooner out of respect for Scott. Once Cannon broke the news, Scott took to Instagram to thank the many people who reached out after her son's tragic death. As she put it, "I always say Zen expanded my heart in ways I never thought possible. It is painful having my son be a part of conversations that aren't in alignment with his light and legacy." And on her Instagram story, Scott also revealed that she and Cannon were aware that Zen wouldn't make it past 6 months. Next to a photo of her son, she wrote, "I am eternally grateful he was in the arms of the people who loved him most." Nick Cannon and model Jessica White reportedly dated on and off between 2015 and 2020. In a 2021 interview with Hollywood Unlocked, White revealed that she had a miscarriage with Cannon's child. Brittany Bell was also expecting a baby with Cannon, and according to White, he kept the news from her. As White put it,
live. Because you have to remember, I was going through.
White also explained that Cannon tried to make things right, but the last straw was when he didn't stand by her as she faced public criticism. They eventually parted amicably. As she noted, "We were actually in a really good space before it ended." In response to a 2022 Hollywood Unlocked poll on Instagram that asked if Cannon or Travis Barker was the better drummer, White defended herself in the wake of negative comments. As she put it, "I understand we live in a world where it's popular to hate your ex, but I'm not, nor will I ever be that girl." A few months later, Page Six reported that these former lovers might be back on again, as they were spotted at an Upper East Side strip club. Cannon and model LaNisha Cole dated back in 2017, and then they reportedly got back together in 2020, but they seemingly called it quits again the following year, as reported by Gossip. In a cryptic since-deleted Instagram post, Cole suggested that she was done being one of Cannon's many loves. As she put it, "No person or situation is worth compromising my peace over." In another since-deleted post, Cole wrote, "What's funny is how the people who comment on my relationship are the ones actually getting cheated on as I type this." In September 2022, Cole and Cannon welcomed their first child together, Onyx Ice Cole, with the proud mama writing on her Instagram story, "The joy that I feel as a mother is something that has forever opened up my heart in a huge new way. I'm already obsessed with her." The birth announcement came a few months after Abby De La Rosa came under fire for her relationship with Cannon. As he celebrated the joy of his baby girl, he was also trying to protect Cole from the online vitriol. As he wrote on Instagram, "LaNisha Cole is one of the most guileless, peaceful, and non-confrontational kind souls I've ever witnessed, and only deserves to revel in this moment of blissful joy of motherhood. Please give her that." Nick Cannon and DJ Abby De La Rosa reportedly started seeing each other in 2020. The following year, they welcomed twin boys, and then their third son, Rise, arrived in 2022. In a since-deleted Instagram post, De La Rosa explained what happened when the pair linked up, as she revealed, "This isn't a BS love story, it's a real story. His openness and honesty won my heart, but above anything, he is my dearest friend and my partner in this world of mine." De La Rosa opened up about her relationship with Cannon on a 2022 episode of the Lovers and Friends podcast. As she admitted, "Being in a polyamorous relationship doesn't mean you have low self-esteem or low self-worth. I become hypersensitive when people attack me and my motherhood."
Stay the away from my motherhood.
Regarding the possibility of monogamy, De La Rosa said that she would consider it in the future. But as she put it, "I love where I'm at this very moment, but it's just not my forever." De La Rosa referred to Cannon as her primary partner and also revealed that she loves being a part of his growing brood. As she put it during an Instagram live chat, "I grew up with such a strong sense of family. I have 14 uncles and aunts and hella cousins. For me, my children having so many siblings is cool to me." In a March 2022 interview with E! News' Daily Pop, model Bre Tiesi, the mother of Cannon's 8th child, revealed how the two longtime friends had dated on and off for years. As she revealed, "I just respect and love who he is so much as a person that when I thought about, do I want my son to be this person? Look at your characteristics, look at your personality, look at how you treat people." Then in September, Tiesi shared some of her struggles as a new mother on Instagram. After revealing that her baby had been screaming and that she hadn't slept for days, a commenter suggested that Cannon should pay for a night nurse. But Tiesi fired back, "Nick is not my sugar daddy. Nick is my child's father, that is all." During an episode of the Know For Sure podcast, Tiesi chose not to put a label on her bond with Cannon. As she explained, "It's not necessarily anything. It's like, this is just us. This is our relationship, and what you do outside of that is what you do outside of that. Everything is respectful. Everything is honest."
Yeah, so we don't really define it.
During an interview in 2017, Power 106's Big Boy asked Nick Cannon just how many famous women he'd hooked up with.
It's LA.
Okay, well, just do this.
That's the whole purpose. You have sex with actresses, singers, models.
This all begs a few questions. Are more kids on the way? And will Nick Cannon ever be a one-woman man again? In a 2022 interview with E! News' Daily Pop, he revealed that he felt guilty about not spending enough time with all of his children. As he admitted, "I already went and got my vasectomy consultation. I ain't looking to populate the earth completely, but I'm definitely looking forward to taking care and loving all the children that I currently have." As for tying the knot again, Cannon said he's just not the marrying kind. As he admitted to rapper T.I. on his podcast Expeditiously, "That construct is not designed for me. I gave it my all because even before that, I didn't believe in marriage, but it was Mariah Carey."
I know I'll never get married against